Good morning from RetailME TV. Today we are joined by Panchali Mahendra, the CEO of Atelier House Hospitality. They have conceptualized, owns and manages 32 plus restaurant brands globally. So happy to see you joining us today at RetailME TV studio. Panchali, thank you for coming.
Such a pleasure, Rupkatha. It's my utmost pleasure to just sit and chat, and especially with females.
Lovely. I'll take my starting point as the number of restaurants that you manage as part of your portfolio.
Yes.
Where do you see this number standing by the end of the year?
So far we are close to 32 restaurants worldwide, and most of them are in Middle East, India, and United States. We have something in Turkey and in Saudi Arabia, but I think by end of this year, hopefully, inshallah, we should be adding another, I'd like to say, eight restaurants in our portfolio. So
Across the region?
Across the region. So we have one that is opening very soon called Garbu, which is Emirati Arabic international cuisine focused with sustainability at its elm. We are partnering it with Tashkil in Dubai. And then we have 6 restaurants, which is going to be 5 restaurants and 1 yacht club. I am going to be operating the Neom Sindala Island as one of the operators. Yeah. So I have to open all this portfolio by end of this year again. And then in India, we are looking at opening our 3rd restaurant in a city called Gurgaon, which is in the NCR region.
Yeah.
So I think that's 6 plus 7 plus 8. 8 more. I have lost count.
Would you like to highlight that one of your restaurants, they hold the honor of being Michelin Star?
Yes, absolutely. I think that's our pride, that's our joy, and also keeps our payables and our account teams happy. Does really well financially, so it just kind of ticks all the boxes.
Sure.
11 Wood Fire was conceptualized and opened. We opened 2 years back, and within 5 months of opening, being a non-licensed restaurant, I think it is one of the few ones in the world that got a Michelin star.
Yeah.
And lucky for us, we were also in the world's 50 best. And this year, we rose the ranks from 35 to 14. So that was a huge achievement, I think, by the team. They work relentlessly, non-stop. We are here sitting and talking while they're all standing back there working hard and cooking and killing it. But yes, 11 is fantastic. It's beautiful. It's been great ride with it.
Huge Mabruk, and we do hope to see more restaurants from the portfolio with similar honors. And since you spoke about your team members, the importance of teamwork, as we know, retail is a very difficult sector. So is hospitality. Very long hours, working in shifts, and also probably underpaid at the junior levels. And then you have, of course, increased competition.
Yeah.
How do you steer through all these challenges and still stay on the path of profitability?
Right now, I think, it's also because I've worked in this industry for 22 years. I don't know about any other industry. I've just had horse blinkers in this one. Very, very tough. You're absolutely right. And why tough? Because it's the longevity. Yeah. It takes physical toll. You have to be present. You have to have that empathy. You have to have that warmth. Even though you're having a bad day, you cannot show it in front of the guests or your peers. So you always have to have that frontal part that, all's good. You get to take a lot of heat, as I would say, from all fronts at times.
Absolutely.
And you still have to. So, sometimes we also say it's kind of a thankless job because you're working when the world is celebrating and all of those things.
Yes.
Now, you have sacrificed so much, your health, your, emotional quotient, your peace of mind, everything, and then you don't even get paid well. So very aptly said, how do you keep that motivation? Yeah. It's tough, but I think at the end of the day in our company, and I must tell you that our retention level is very high. We've had people working with us for the last 5 to 7 years, and they're still around with us. And that always makes us think that I guess we're doing something right. And I think the right path is that I'm a very non-intrusive person when it comes to running departments and operations. My job as a CEO is to create brands and conceptualize them, open them, and then hand over to the respective team.
Sure.
So I allow the subject matter experts to do their work. And in many scenarios and situations, I think investors, owners, they kind of, don't let people have that freedom to operate and are always emphasizing their own requirements. So I think that's one thing that I generally don't do is I intrude in people's work. If there's something going on and off, I very politely and subtly say what that should be done. But I think that's one thing, you empower people, you let them have that freedom. I think we've built with Atelier House, it's more like a family. I have an open door policy. You'll be surprised that anybody and everybody can speak to me. I do not believe in hierarchy. From a stewarding team to the management team, I feel everybody is equal, and they should be as we speak about it. And I think that has helped people to come and be able to talk to me. And before giving in their paper, they always have that, let me talk to her and see what her reaction is, instead of like, please don't waste my time. We've had that opportunity to have that one-to-one conversation with people. So we built it around the family. We'll always look. And you know what? Let me highlight this. The company has grown organically. So everybody who started with us has also grown in a very non-political, organic growth. And people see that. And they want to be a part of that environment. I might not be the best payer probably in the market, but I definitely pay substantially well. But I give them a very safe and a growth environment, which is very important. And I think this is how I'm able to, have retention in our company and
across all levels, right, Panchali?
Across all levels, and people see it. And look at where Atelier House started. It started with 4 people, the Dubai company, and today we are close to 900. So they have seen the growth and they believe in it. And I think that is what also allows people that, and we get our salaries on time. We are treated well. There is nothing unfair going around here, and we will grow with the company. And I think
it's a good place to be in.
Long answer, but just
a good place to be in. Another difficult question, but then a very important topic, which I think I would love to address with you.
Sure.
As you are at the helm of Atelier, and as a woman, we do see that women are underrepresented in the hospitality industry, particularly in the leadership roles. As you were rightly saying a few minutes ago, we do see a lot of women-run homegrown businesses, chefs coming up, but those are maybe 1 outlet or 2 outlets, large kind of or small kind of businesses. Do you see this changing? What are you doing within Atelier to change this equation?
Within Atelier, at least in the headquarters right now, I can very proudly say that 60% of our team is women. And I never ever went on a path of that inclusion is important or diversity is important as such that I'm only focusing on that. Of course, it is important, but automatically the path just kept going on because I realized that women in hospitality can multitask. And especially in the restaurant industry, you need people multitasking. You cannot just sit there and you're coding or you're number crunching or you're just doing one particular job.
Yeah.
Whilst you're taking a call on the site of some construction thing, then somebody else has fallen sick or this legal issue is here or the ceiling is leaking or this ingredient has not come. So you're just trying to multitask, and women are amazing at it. So I think that one way kind of just worked, and I think the female power in my team have just been outstanding, been working with me for 5-6 years again. So that way it stayed. And what we haven't taken like huge measures as such to obviously push for women to join in. But one thing I'll tell you that worked and is working is I personally, whenever from my personal LinkedIn account, post for a job opportunity. And then I think the female or the women around in the industry see that I am posting it as a female. It gives them that little safe for them to click on job opportunities faster than, it coming through a career portal or from a from a male perspective.
Yeah.
So that somehow has worked, that my personal, engagement in hiring helps.
It's amazing.
I think and the most important thing is for women like us, we just do our job, and that kind of opens the whole vision and the eyesight for others to come and see that if you and I can do it, so can they. And that's the biggest example and thing that you can do for females today to lead on.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Now, in terms of changes, what are some big changes that we can expect to see within the company by, say, end of this year or 2025?
Big changes, not really much that we are doing, except for, of course, a lot more people coming in. But, of course, like I mentioned,
opening a lot more outlets.
Big projects, yes.
Yes.
I think for now we are very happy with the way we are and the way we are performing and the organic way we're going. I can't say this year it's been organic, but it's been a build-up. Obviously, with restaurants, timeline kind of differ.
Yeah.
So most of our restaurants are probably going to open in together, but we are very excited. So the big change would be that probably you'll see Atelier House Hospitality 2.0 by 2024.
That's lovely.
Fourth quarter.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Very, very exciting. On that note, we head into one of my favorite segments, the rapid fire.
Oh, God. Okay.
Easy and fun.
All right, let's go.
I am going to start with this question. Champaran mutton or mutton rogan josh?
Oh, Champaran mutton. I have Bihari genes in me, absolutely.
Thought so. Your cheat meal?
My cheat meal, it's I'm a very simple person when it comes to food. I actually love my rajma.
Oh, I love
and chawal, red kidney beans, and a good steamed jeera rice.
Oh my God, I love
that.
rajma.
And I this cheat day, non-cheat day, hell day.
What's there not to love rajma?
Right, exactly. Right.
So good.
It's got all the proteins. It's tasty. It's
Absolutely
healthy.
Absolutely. One food item that you must have every day.
One egg.
Okay.
Big egg fan.
One female chef or leader or entrepreneur from the hospitality industry who inspires you greatly.
There's so many wonderful colleagues of mine, just for example, even in Dubai, that who are hustling, working hard, pushing, and, winning accolades and making money and living this life. I'm very, very inspired, and, I respect them. I think some of them is, of course, Natasha Sideris for what she has done. Yeah. Fantastic woman, built up this whole empire. I think another woman who has a great story is Neha Mishra from Kinoya.
Yes, absolutely.
A good friend, respect her hustle. But outside the industry, I must tell you, there's somebody I've always looked upon, and I aspire to be a little bit like her, is Indra Nooyi, the former CEO of PepsiCo. Love her simplicity, humility, and her humor. And a family woman, and I hope to inculcate some of those characteristics and attributes in myself, and I'll be a happy woman.
Sure. And last one tip for anyone who aspires to be part of the hospitality industry.
Have patience, have a lot of thick skin, don't let anybody let you down, and be a force of nature.
Thank you so much for saying so. And thank you so much for joining us on RetailME TV today.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure chatting with you, Panchali.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.